a thawing in Cold War tensions. As a result of détente, Soviet leaders allow thousands of persecuted Russian Jews to emigrate. Many eventually settle in the United States.
At New York's Kennedy Airport yesterday, 600 Russian Jews arrived, allowed to enter the United States under new immigration rules.
Over the decade, nearly 40,000 Jewish refugees from the Soviet Union settle in Brighton Beach, a working-class Jewish neighborhood on the southern tip of Brooklyn, New York. Attracted by cheap rents and its proximity to the sea, emigres nickname it Little Odessa. One of those fleeing the shackles of communism is emigre Boris Nayfeld.
I'm on reading for America because I think American country, this is freedom country and a lot of democracy.
The new arrivals. After failed attempts to pursue a legitimate career as a painter and a taxi driver, Boris Nayfeld begins pursuing his version of the American dream.
I'm rob synagogue. I'm rob church. I'm rob apartments. I did a lot of not right business.
When a rival criminal fails to pay Nayfeld a debt, he is swift to collect.
I take gun, put in the head. I tell, you're not paying me, I kill you. He paid.
Word of Nayfeld's growing reputation reaches a powerful criminal emigre, Evsei, the little Don Agron.
Agron know about this story. He tell me, Boris, come in, I want to talk to you. We start to work together.
Back in Russia, Evsei Agron served time in the Gulag for murder. Inside, he is inducted as a vorvei zagonya, or thief-in-law, a title granted to those in the upper echelons of the Russian criminal fraternity.
Thief of love is like Godfather, because every thief of love I have around him crew. He a leader.
Agron educates Nayfeld on this Russian criminal code.
He teach me everything about criminal rule. You're criminal, you must make exactly a rule.
Agron uses Nayfeld to run a protection racket, which preys on Russian business owners. Nayfeld sends associates to cause trouble.
They start to fight it and screaming and this. They start to spoil this business.
You know, it's all a play.
The business owners then turn to Nayfeld, desperate for help.
The owners come in, Boris, help us. We say, okay, we help you.
Nayfeld's protection costs business owners 10 to 15% of their revenue. Law enforcement estimates Agron's extortions earn $50,000 a week. The fluid nature of the Russian crime network makes it difficult for the police to understand how they operate. In 1983, Detective Campanella gets a break when he receives an anonymous tip in the form of a stick figure diagram showing Evsei Agron at the head of the Russian criminal network. At the foot of Evsei Agron's crime network is Boris Nayfeld. Every weekend, they visit the Russian bathhouse on Manhattan's Lower East Side, where Agron conducts his criminal business, safe in the knowledge that nobody is wearing a wire.
When you not trust people, you go together for Russian bath, clothes out, you go sit down and talk about everything.
Agron's repeated attempts to muscle in on the Franzese Markowitz gas tax scam makes him a man with many enemies. For protection, Nayfeld shadows his every move.
He never be in alone. I have a gun. I protect him.
Brooklyn, May 4th, 1985. Nayfeld arrives at Agron's Ocean Parkway apartment building in his black Lincoln town car. Nayfeld calls Agron, telling him he's waiting to take him to the Russian bathhouse. At 8:35 a.m., Agron leaves his 6th floor apartment. While he waits for the elevator, an assassin steps from the shadows and shoots him in the head. After the murder, Boris Nayfeld goes to work for the next most powerful criminal in Brighton Beach, FC Agron's former financial advisor, Murat Balagula.
Murat Balagula, he don't like FC. He don't like another people. Doesn't matter. He like me.
Undeterred, Balagula makes his own alliance with another of New York's powerful mafia families, the Lucchese's.
We make together business, we spill up money. It's my opinion. I never trust Italian. I know Italian not trust a Russian. You have power, you have connection, you have a lot of connection for every business what you have in the United States.
The alliance works. February 3rd, 1986, in the offices of the Platinum Energy Company, Balagula's colleague Boris Nayfeld and associate Ilya Zeltser play cards. Suddenly, a gunman bursts into the room. The gunman opens fire with an Uzi machine gun. In the chaos, Zeltser is struck by 10 bullets and dies on the floor.
I decide, when not close right away door, we all die.
As Nayfeld slams the door shut, he takes a bullet in the hand. At the hospital, the police question Nayfeld about the identity of the shooter.
And the police tell me, you know who's shoot you? I tell you, I don't know who shoot. Because I want revenge myself.
The gunman is Vladimir Reznikov, a rival Russian mobster who is trying to muscle in on Balagula's gas tax scam. While Nayfeld plots revenge, Murat Balagula sits alone in a restaurant in Brighton Beach. Reznikov catches him unaware. He presses a 9mm Beretta into Balagula's skull.
Tell, I wanted $2 million. You tell him, listen, you not pay me this money, you're dead.
Balagula agrees to pay. But instead, he reaches out to the Lucchese crime family. Angered by the threat to one of their biggest earners, the Luccheses agree to take care of Balagula's problem. June 13th, 1986. A mafia assassin ambushes Reznikov as he goes to collect his money.
He was walking to his car and somebody walked up to him and shot him to death.
Intent on killing Reznikov himself, Boris Nayfeld finds someone else has beaten him to it.
Before I found out him, Italian guy killed him.
Balagula is safe, but his reign as the premier Russian crime boss in Brighton Beach doesn't last long. In 1989, he's busted and jailed for credit card fraud and gas tax evasion. After serving his criminal apprenticeship under Murat Balagula and FC Agron, Boris Nayfeld is now busy building his own crime empire.
I started to make narcotic business in the United States. I send people mule, and the mule bring heroin here. I'm bring pure. I don't want it cut.
He gets a phone call.
And the wife called me, tell me, Boris, the police found out grenade in under your trunk. He try tell money who's give order for kill him.
For double-crossing Nayfeld, Slepenin wants money.
He tell money I wanted $50,000 for this information. Money tell, okay, I pay you $50,000. Tell me who did this.
Slepenin reveals that it was Nayfeld who hired him to kill Elson. The gunman riddled the car with bullets. Slepenin is shot numerous times in the back and head.
Money killed him. because he don't want to pay money. Honestly, I'm trying to kill him all the time. He's a very lucky guy. One guy who's broke rule, all organization destroyed. When start to run and hide it, you must be forget your family, your wife, your child, your friends. You must be born again. You like mentor guy for criminal people. You pay for a lawyer, you send food, cigarette, narcotic for prison, and take care of family.
After his release from prison for drug trafficking in 1998, Boris Nayfeld is unable to escape his life of crime. In February 2009, he pleads guilty to money laundering.
You can stop crime. Remember I tell you about Jesus? When you go to, and you die, who is around him? Two guys who is criminal.